Hello and welcome to Aurora's English podcast. Today, we re-talking about a quiet but powerful truth. You become who you spend the most time with. Think about it. Change doesn't happen like a lightning strike. You don't just wake up one morning a completely different person. It's a slow, subtle process. It happens in the small moments, through the everyday conversations, the shared laughter, the quiet afternoons spent together. It's woven into the very energy you sit with day after day. And then, one day, you look in the mirror and realize something profound. The people you surrounded yourself with have shaped who you've become. Humans are like emotional sponges. It's just how we're wired. Long before we start adopting someone's opinions or beliefs, we absorb their moods. We feel their energy. If they're anxious, we feel a knot in our stomach. If they're optimistic, we feel a little lighter. This happens almost unconsciously. We also tend to copy habits before we even think about adopting their values. Maybe you start using a phrase they always say, or you pick up their habit of going for a walk after dinner. It's these small, seemingly insignificant actions that begin to build a bridge between their life and yours. Over time, this influence deepens. Slowly, without even noticing, we begin to speak like them. We start to think like them, using their logic to solve our own problems. We begin to see the world through their lens, and we start to live at the level they believe is possible. If their world is small and limited, our ambitions might start to feel unrealistic. If their world is full of opportunity, we start to see possibilities everywhere. This is exactly why your environment matters so much more than fleeting moments of motivation. You can have all the willpower in the world, but it's incredibly difficult to grow and flourish when the space around you, the very air you breathe, doesn't believe in growth. It's like trying to grow a tall oak tree in a tiny pot. Eventually, the container will limit its potential. Let's get a little deeper. Have you ever noticed how you feel after spending time with different people? If you spend your days with people who constantly complain, you'll probably find that life starts to feel heavy and burdensome. Their negativity seeps into your own outlook, and you start noticing all the things that are wrong instead of what's right. Every small inconvenience becomes a major catastrophe. The weight of their world becomes your own. Now, think about spending time with people who have settled. People who gave up on their dreams long ago and accepted a life of comfortable mediocrity. When you're around them, your own big, exciting dreams can slowly start to shrink. They might seem silly, impractical, or even arrogant in comparison to a life of just getting by. The fire inside you, that spark of ambition, can start to dim. You might begin to question if your goals are worth the effort, and the path of least resistance starts to look very appealing. But what happens when you flip the script? What happens when you intentionally spend your time with people who are calm, curious, and intentional? People who approach life with a sense of peace and wonder. People who are thoughtful about their choices and actions. When you're in their presence, something magical happens. You begin to rise without even trying. Their calmness soothes your own anxieties. Their curiosity inspires you to ask more questions and explore new ideas. Their intentionality encourages you to live with more purpose. You don't have to force yourself to be better. Their influence naturally lifts you up. You absorb their positive energy, and your own life begins to expand in beautiful ways. This brings us to the important task of choosing your circle. This whole idea isn't about judging people or labeling them as good or bad. It's not about deciding that everyone around you is wrong and you are right. It's much more nuanced than that. It's about recognizing that not everyone is meant to be a primary architect of your future. Some people are wonderful for a season, for a specific purpose, or for a cherished memory. They might feel comfortable and familiar, like a cozy sweater, and that's a beautiful thing. We all need people who feel like home. However, there are other people who feel expansive. When you're with them, you feel your world getting bigger. They challenge you, inspire you, and make you believe that more is possible for you. They open doors in your mind that you didn't even know existed. Learning to tell the difference between these two feelings, the familiar and the expansive, is a quiet and profound form of wisdom. It's about understanding who is meant to be a part of your journey and in what capacity. It's about curating your inner circle, not with judgment, but with love and discernment for your own growth. Sometimes this process of growth looks like creating distance. It might mean having fewer long conversations with certain people.